Hello and welcome to Here's to Your Health. I'm your host, Veggie Patty, and it is my privilege to bring you the latest information on healthy living. Today's show, I'm going behind the lens. I'm going to take you on a journey to one of the gems of our area, the Oakwoods Metropark. So I'm going to have you join me as I hike the trails and canoe down the river. We'll also talk to some of the employees so you can find out a little bit more about the activities you can do at the park. This is the Oakwoods Nature Center building. This is a great place to bring kids to find out more information about animals. They have some turtles and some snakes inside. The kids can actually feed the turtles if they ask nicely. That's a good way for kids to be exposed to some animals that they may not be familiar with in the wild, things that we find around here in nature. Also, they have a lot of activities in here that they are very family oriented, and there's a lot of things for kids to do throughout the year. We're behind the Nature Center, and as you can see, we have little critters running around. There's a little area for the squirrels and the hummingbirds to be fed. So you can just come out on their back porch and you can watch all the animals. You can also get a great view of the river. So we're going to go over to the river right now, as you can see the kind of views that you can see here. It's a very relaxing place. It's a great place to come with the family. You just want to watch wildlife and just to relax. You can hike the trails, you can go biking, a lot of different activities that you can do. This is the deck right out back of the Nature Center. As you can see, you have some pretty great views of the river. One of the interesting things about the river is about 4 years ago they finally had some beavers return, and if you go on one of their canoe trips, they'll actually show you where the beaver lodge is. The beavers here don't bother the river because they have quite a big expanse of waterway, so they're not going to clog everything up, but the beaver have been out of this area for they said approximately 150 years, and last 4 or 5 years they finally returned to the area. There's a lot of other wildlife on the river. There's some mute swans, there's wood ducks, there are regular ducks, a lot of different types of birds, blue heron, the great egrets, and a lot of different turtles, frogs, just a lot of different animals that you can check out at Oakwoods. At the back of the Nature Center is one of the shorter trails, the Split Log Trail. That's only 700 feet, which may sound like a lot, but it's actually one of the shorter trails. So I'm going to take you on a hike with me through the woods and see what we can see here at Oakwoods. Now these trails back by the Nature Center, they ask you not to ride your bikes, so you don't want to disturb wildlife, and you cannot bring your pets onto these trails. I'm here at Oakwoods Metropark with Ronnie and Chase, and they are going to tell us a little bit about some of the activities that you can do here at the parks. So what are some of the family type activities that you guys offer throughout the year?
Well, in the summer we do our Voyager canoe tours, and throughout the year there's so many
different family programs for different ages of kids. The first Saturday of each month we do our Tadpoles and Explorers programs, which is kids 2 to 6 years old. Then Explorers Club is 6 to 12 years old, and it's just really getting kids that don't get to get their hands on nature all the time, and it gets them a good 1 hour, at least one good hour of educational hands-on learning a month here at Oakwoods Nature Center. Our biggest summer programs are probably our Voyager canoes that we take 18 to 20 people out on the canoe at a time, and then in the fall we do a lot of owl prowls where we actually get to learn about the local owls and then hopefully try to call some in. It doesn't always work out as we plan, but at least you get to talk about all the native owls to this area.
Great.
Every weekend we have family programs.
Different
Every Saturday we have family programs going on.
Great, so it's a great way for families to get their kids involved, be outside, be out in nature, do some activities. And so what are some just general activities that the park offers for people who want to be active, lead a more active lifestyle? What are some things they can do here?
We have extensive hiking trails.
We have 3 hiking trails, a 3/4 mile, a 1 mile, and a 2 mile hiking trail. If you have a horse, you can bring your horse out. We have horse trails at the opposite end of the park. We have a 3-mile hike-bike path that leads into Willow Metropark. You could follow all the way down to Lower Huron Metropark, 14 miles one way. And at the end of September, there's going to be a connector that you could take all the way into Flat Rock. So you would be able to go all the way from Lower Huron Metropark and make your way to Lake Erie Metropark, which would be close to 30 miles one way.
Okay.
So I can fill up your afternoon for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And people,
We have tons of recreational canoers and kayakers. That's been a big thing lately, that more and more people are buying kayaks because we have some great little canals and places where you can really get out of the mainstream city and get out into the backwaters here at Oakwoods.
great. Well, thank you so much for your time, and if you want to have any questions answered, you can go to Oakwoods Nature Center and find Chase or Ronnie, and they'll be happy to answer the questions for you.
We'll try.
Now let me show you the Voyager canoe. This is a 34-foot, 18-passenger canoe, and we are just about to take the canoe to head out on the river. So let's go canoeing. We are now in the middle of the Huron River. I'm going to keep the talking to a minimum as we cruise down the river because I need to help paddle. The canoe has no motor and it is all self-propelled by the paddlers on the canoe. There are 8 of us today, so we'll see how fast we can get this canoe going. So sit back and enjoy the view as we cruise down the river. I want to thank you today for joining me behind the lens at Oakwoods Metropark. I hope you enjoyed hiking the trails and canoeing down the river. I just want to reiterate how important it is to your health to be active and to get out in nature. For additional healthy living tips and tricks, please visit my website at www.veggiepatty.com. Remember, regardless of your current state of health or the cards you were dealt, you have the power to take charge of your health. So never give up and never stop learning. The solution you seek may be just around the corner. I wish you a wonderful today and an even better tomorrow. Here's to your health.